times, but you never took a picture of it. So, by gosh, let's get the picture now. And I'm going to put it on your site as a placeholder picture until you get a better one. And keep doing it all the time. There's big value in that. You're going to need those pictures to go on your products you haven't made yet, on the front cover of your book or whatever. So here I've decided two things. One, I'm a guitar player. A Camaro. I never showed my Camaro before. It looked like bragging. I do now. You know why? What am I selling now? Yeah, I'm worth it, and you want it too. I'm selling the lifestyle. That's the opposite of what I want to do. And it's not a Ferrari yet. But what I'm saying is my crap works. Join me. Gently. And I'm still a funny artist guy that's not too scary, right? That's all very carefully on purpose. It's black and white on purpose. The aesthetics are always on purpose. The audience, that particular angle, that was not a full room. So that's the one shot that looked fullest. I looked through a lot of pictures. That's in Indiana. It just happened. There's a guy in the audience who's the local school publications teacher. And I made fast friends. You ever make a fast friend? Hi, buddy, how's it going? Yeah, tell me about your family. Oh, that's beautiful. How many kids? Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah. Hey, can I ask you a favor? Can you take the one picture I can't get from behind me toward the audience? Just kind of over my head? Oh, sure. Thank God. He got in trouble because they were shooting video of the whole thing, and he's in the video. They came up and yanked him off the stage. I felt bad. I should have told them all. But at least he got this picture. Because how are you going to take it? I used to do it with my iPhone. I'd go... and they don't know you yet, and you're already taking the picture. What kind of freak is that up there? God, he likes himself. This thing's cool. Because you don't have a cameraman? Take the swivel on the road with you, and by the way, Steve will show you how to set the whole thing up. Put this down low and raise the angle up high so it doesn't freak everybody out, right? But now I've got my own camera person, and it's faster than a living camera person. You ever have a camera person you can tell he fell asleep? You're like, oh God, crap. Yeah, you got like 20 minutes of missing time when it's just your crotch? Yeah. Even with a professional, it happens. This thing doesn't have an opinion. It just follows this thing here. And it's good HD. It's good video, so you don't know. Maybe when you get done, you ever do a presentation and think, crap, that was good. I don't even have that written down anywhere. That's good. I accidentally did some new stuff there. Anybody? You just gave birth to some new stuff and you have no record whatsoever. Now you do. That fits in a suitcase, right? The whole cost of this whole footprint, Steve?
That was $129, and they've got a professional model now that's $179 that has a microphone in the thing you're wearing.
And this will also hold your iPhone or Android in this little clip. It's pretty good. It's pretty smooth. Compared to everything we've seen, I really think it's the best thing going right now. Yeah.
We're going to do every session at Podstock, hopefully.
Woohoo!
So if you're presenting, you'll have your videos. What's it called?
The swivel? Can you spell that?
SWIVL.com.
I'm going to just spend a little time on this one slide. How many of you know Tim Holt?
By the way, if you buy a swivel, tell them you're an educator, you get a 10% discount.
Okay. So how many of you know Tim Holt? Tim Holt is in charge of technology at El Paso ISD. It's a giant school district in El Paso, Texas. It'd be great if he brought you in. How many of you been into the El Paso district? He can bring you into that district, and I've done a lot of work over there. Tim's a great guy. Well, Tim hires me. I got a picture of me and him in the car. Now, I need to make sure Tim is happy that I came, so I got to get to know Tim, so that I hit his expectations, right? That's what you do. You bond with that person. And how is El Paso different than everywhere I've ever been? Well, it's really a cool town, isn't it? A lot of cultural diversity. I can do some stuff I'm not allowed to do in South Dakota, right? Or Minnesota, or upstate New York. You can do all your stuff in El Paso. They'll love you. You got to know that. They expect you to be real, all right? Upstate New York, man, they're blunt. They'll tell you if they think you suck. They'll say it right to your face while you're talking. This really sucks. Oh, thank you. That'll throw you a little bit because they're just really honest. I get nervous when I go up there, but I love those people too. Just got to adjust to how they listen, you know. I'm going to jump past these next two slides. Okay, but I ask myself, what do they need? How will you determine what their needs are? The person who hired you doesn't always know. But what do they really need? The audience. You know what teachers need? What do teachers need every time? Everybody?
To be inspired.
Huh?
To be inspired.
To be inspired. By the way, you can sell that forever.
Yeah.
Practical
Validation.
examples that they can use in your classroom.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
That they can do
Not
tomorrow.
afternoon,
Right. Right. So you're brought in to show that, right? But the teachers don't have laptops. You're going to be brought in for a whole day of staff development on things on laptops, and the teachers won't have laptops. This happens. 8 hours of what? infotainment. And I tell the person who hired me gently, hey man, I can't wait to do this. Next time, you know what we should do? If they all had laptops, I could let them learn the things I'm talking about. Just a thought. Be careful, he hired you. You don't want to tell him he's wrong, but you need to tell him he's wrong. So next time, and you say it to them too, hey, the ideal way would be that I show you something, then I shut up and let you do it. And they go, yeah, and then that person goes, okay, so the next time it's right, but you're going to have times when it's wrong for 8 hours. Happens to me in August. I'm brought in August. I'm busy every day of August to start off everyone's school year. I'm the 1-hour keynote in front of all 500 of their teachers. They're all tired. They don't want to be there. That is a hard gig for a whole month at a time. Right? And then breakout sessions afterwards. So they work you hard, right? That's good work. You know what they're buying from me? Who said inspiration? You're right. They mostly want to start the year off on a good feeling, right? And they want me to come do that. They also want me to make them want to do what he's going to make them do anyway. That's the second mission, right? So you can sell inspiration. Those stories I told you about, they're a product. They're core product. When you can tell them, they don't have to be your stories to be good. I can tell Dean's stories. Trust me on this. You can shoplift each other's stories. If Ginger will let me, she's got a couple stories that are bionic. Now, I'll have to rehearse them, and I won't tell them like her, but they've never met her. I'm going into a different territory. She can tell my stories, and they've never met me. And we can own each other's stories. You don't have to feel like all you got is these few stories of yours. You have more. In 3 years, you'll have a lot if you start doing it. But if you haven't done it yet, start, right? You could say, here's how you take a person's, here's how you usurp a story. I had a friend, Ginger Lumen, she worked in a charter school in Emporia, Kansas, and this thing that she did, suddenly, now it's my story. From here forward, it's my story to tell. I told who, and now it's mine. You see it? So you can do that from me. Steal any of my stories, you have total permission. If you like anything I talk about, take it like it's yours. Remember, they don't know me. The story is the important thing. The power of that story and how you can use it. How do you fulfill both missions? And again, I want to talk about this. The person who hired you thinks it's for this. The master stroke is meeting the needs of those people while not pissing that person off. That's the master stroke. And that's why they need you. How many of you think the educational leaders in any area struggle to get the people to listen to them? You ever seen this? For lots of reasons, right? I call that opportunity. How many of you in the classroom were good at getting kids to listen that didn't listen to other people? Anybody? Anybody? If you could do that, then you're going to be great at this, because it's the same gig exactly, in my opinion. Okay. Oh, that's that last question. What will they love? What will they love? Not think, that was useful. What will they love about what you did? And it could be that you left them tons of resources they can find tomorrow when they're busy. They love that. The key ring. How many of you ever saw the Web 2.0 key ring we made? People love that. Why? Made of paper. Why? I'm not going to lose this. Look at it, it's laminated. I love it. It's crazy, counterintuitive, silly, right? But they're teachers. We made that for teachers, not for the smart people who are their bosses. They love that. You'd be thinking all the time, what can I make that I leave them? It costs me almost nothing and yet makes them delighted. Sometimes it's something you say. Sometimes it's something you give away. Little quotes. Okay. See what I want to do. I want to take a little break. Let's call it a 10-minute break. Let you guys stretch your legs, use the bathroom, talk to each other. But your mission is to know somebody in the room that you haven't met yet before you come back. Okay? Meet somebody. I don't want you to stay at the same table all day. You could break up and never sit with those people again. Love them, hug them, and go meet somebody else. I'll see you in 10.
Andrea. Yes.